Hello guys and welcome back once again to CareerQ. As said, I'm back to the same location as yesterday to create another video, and a few days back I had asked in one of my videos that while making the switch I had come across the hiring and the recruitment process of a lot of companies, and so do you guys want me to make content on my experiences, on what I went through for the different companies? And you said that yes, you wanted. So I'm here starting off with another series that is related to the Accenture recruitment process and whatever steps that were taken. So I received an offer letter from Accenture as well. So I thought of making videos or several videos on what the exact recruitment process looked like, and what were the different steps that I went through, and what were the interview questions, and a lot more. So today's video marks the beginning of another new series, namely the Accenture series, in which I will be discussing all about their hiring and their recruitment process and the different steps, the interview questions, and a lot more. So in today's video, we will be actually knowing more about Accenture. So it is a brief overview of the Accenture organization on a whole. So do watch the video to the end if you want to know Accenture better, and if you're someone who are aspiring to join Accenture, I assure you that whatever information I'm going to provide to you in my upcoming videos will be really helpful for all of you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So I was a lateral entry and I had received Accenture call from a certain method. I will discuss about that later. When Accenture hires freshers, it takes them on a salary slab of 4.5 LPA, which is very good when we see the other players in the market who are offering around 3.25, 3.5 or 4 LPA. So Accenture has raised the slab to 4.5, which is something I believe is the highest. Whereas I was undergoing this process for associate consultant within Accenture. For freshers, it hires majorly for the role of the application development associate. After you are selected, it is similar to the LOI that is given in a lot of other organizations as well. So here also you will be getting a letter of intent or the LOI, and then there will be these background verification and a lot of documents that you need to fill in, and you need to submit, and a lot of those kind of processes that the paperwork steps that are there in every organization. Okay, so this process also actually takes a lot of time. So say for example, if you got placed in September or October or even November, then you can expect your joining to be given in somewhere around May, June, or even July the next year. So yeah, that is how much the process can get delayed because it is slow in a majority of these organizations. So unless and until you are a lateral entry, then the process remains really slow. Accenture also provides such training. They just name it as module training, and you are presented with some modules and you need to study them. You need to undergo whatever different small modules are there, and then after each module there is a completion test and so on and so forth. So you need to complete it. This module training lasts for 1.5 to 2 months, and then post you have joined and now you are within the organization, and your onboarding and everything has taken place. Post that, based on these learning modules or these module training that you underwent before joining the organization, there is this fundamental assessment test that is conducted by Accenture, and the passing score or the passing percentage is 60%. The test is of a total of 100 marks, so you need to score 60 marks. If in case you are not able to clear this test in the very first attempt, there are other 2 attempts as well, so no need to worry. Now this test is further divided, or this 100 marks is further divided into 2 sections. That is, the first section consists of your MCQ questions. It has all the theoretical and conceptual, and even small code snippets for which what will be the output or what will be the error, those kind of questions. And then there are coding questions for 50 marks. These coding questions will be majorly from Java and SQL, so your learning module will be containing all of it. No need to worry. It's like if you have undergone your training and if you've completed your learning module with sincerity, then you will be easily be able to handle it, and you will be easily be able to score this 60% in this test. Further, there comes this stream training, and you are now randomly subdivided into different streams. So this classification in any organization for freshers does not take place based on which stream you belong to. So see, priorly most of you have studied subjects like C++ because there was this subject in your college, or maybe Java because there was this subject in your school, or even from your personal learning perspective or for your personal development, you have also learned Python and other programming languages. But when you come within the employment or the IT sector, it does not take into consideration that what you have done in your during your study days. You're allotted these technologies or these domains randomly, and that happens in a similar way for Accenture as well. Here also you are allotted or given this domain pretty randomly, and you need to study them. So there are different technologies or the different streams you must be knowing, like it can be Java, it can be databases, SQL, it can be .NET, it can be Python, it can also be cloud. So there are many different streams in which the different projects are divided. It majorly depends on which department is having a crisis or which department actually needs more people, and that is what is allotted to a lot of students from your batch. Okay, so that's how this allotment is done. It's nothing that you can take control of. It's something completely random, and it's pretty difficult, I would say, to change your domain. Of course, you can approach your manager and your RMG if you do not like something, and if you have prior expertise and interests on certain other domain. But after this is allocated, you need to undergo at least the stream training, and you need to pass all the tests and so on. So coming to the stream training, after that fundamental assessment test that you undergo and you have passed, now you are subdivided, or you are allotted into certain technology or certain domain, and then the specific stream training takes place. But at the same time, you are also put under some project. Okay, so you can be a shadow resource, or you can be a main contributor within the project based on the project requirements completely. But so for some students, so this also, the project allocation also happens pretty randomly. So it's not like you go and then you have to get into a project and only then your stream training will begin. No, that is not how it works. You will be given your stream, and your stream training will begin, and then one day you will be put into some project, and then it might be that your friends are put and you are not yet put, and you are just undergoing this training. No need to worry. You will be eventually put into some project. Nothing like that to worry about. But all I'm saying is, you will be undergoing, and it can be pretty overwhelming and pretty hectic if it becomes two of them, that is working in a project as well as undergoing the stream training. However, the stream training lasts for 6 months, so I or anyone for that reason cannot expect that you will not be utilized by the organization for the next 6 months. So generally the candidates are put into some project, they are given some work, and in the same time or in the meantime they are also being trained on a particular stream. Now it might happen that once you've completed your stream training, again there are tests, and you need to qualify these tests with a minimum passing percentage, and again there are reattempts and retests that you can undergo if you have not been able to clear the first attempt or the second attempt for that reason. But after you have completed your stream training, it completely depends on the project and the project on which you were put into, and the client for whom you are working, and a lot more. If they are really happy and satisfied with your work, you might need to and if you are also okay with whatever work you are given and you're doing, then you might be allowed to continue in the same project. But if you are not not willing, or even if they are like, no, we want a new resource, something like that happens, then you will be put into bench once again, and then you will be allocated to some other project a few days or a few weeks later, as and when you get a project call. So that's nothing to worry about. What I'm trying to say here is that after your stream training completes, it's not really necessary that you continue within the same project. It might depend if you want to, and if your manager wants to, then you will be continuing there. But if you want to, you can also opt for changing the project, and you can cite your own reasons that you are more interested in this, but in some other domain or something like that. You can give in your reasons, and that will be considered for sure. So you can change this project as well. That is what happens for freshers. Okay, but for lateral entry or for experienced people, such as it was for my case, it's not like this. Okay, I will be sharing a lot more videos on this. So just be with me throughout the series, and you will come to know everything about it. Yes, if you are getting an opportunity to join Accenture, you can definitely think about joining in. I have shared a few factors that you might take into consideration. Also, one very important thing that I wanted to share, and I forgot really in the beginning, is that Accenture has this notice period of just 1 month for the first year. So if you want to, or if you wish to discontinue, then other organizations have their notice period of 3 months, which is a lot more, whereas Accenture has its notice period for freshers freshers, for the first year they only have a notice period of 1 month, and if you are there, if you have completed your first year and now your second year is going on, then from then onwards it will be 2 months of notice period. So in any case, Accenture doesn't have 3 months of notice period. It is either 1 month or 2 months and nothing more. Also, they have removed their bond policy, and they do not have any such bond even for freshers. Anyone, they do not have this bond clause. So there is no bond or no bond amount that you need to pay if you want to go out of the organization. So that is one of the very good things that Accenture is offering to the freshers. So I think you can really think about joining in Accenture, because it can be a very good decision. For experienced candidates, don't worry, I will be covering a lot more in my upcoming videos. Just be with us. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe, and I will be telling you each and everything from how I applied and what happened and all the further steps. Okay. Apart from this, if you have any other doubts, comments, queries, put them down in the comment section. Along with this, if I have by any chance missed anything, then also put that down in the comment section, so that our audience get benefited eventually. That's the main aim, to make you aware, to make you benefited. Doesn't really matter whether it comes from me or it comes from you. So thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned to CareerQ. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.